Like and share this video, and write your comment in comment box. Press on subscribe to subscribe. Shake hand with Life YouTube channel, then press the bell icon to get all notifications for future video uploads.
Hello everyone. In this video you will learn about the calculation of mean for individual series, discrete series and continuous series. So before moving in this video, take a look over the learning contents. The learning contents of this video are individual data, discrete data and continuous data. Then calculation of mean for individual series using direct method and shortcut method. Calculation of mean for discrete series using direct method and shortcut method. And calculation of mean for continuous series using direct method, shortcut method and step deviation method. I am Narendra Sharma, and in this video I will elaborate all these contents one by one. So starting with the individual data. Individual data is the large numbers of individual data values. When these data values are arranged in a systematic manner, such as in ascending or descending order, then it is known as ordered array. For example, the below data shows the number of days during which money was received against each invoice from the client. So for the first invoice cleared in 50 days, the second invoice was cleared in 60 days, the third invoice was cleared in 48 days, and so on. So this way the data is the number of days for which the invoice was cleared. Now discrete data. Discrete data are separate entities and do not progress from one class to next without a break. So discrete data are the separate kind of a data. Discrete data are expressed in whole numbers like 20 collection days, 8 managers, 15 cars, 25 workers. Such as a company may have 10 managers or 20 managers but not 12.5 managers. So you cannot say in a discrete data that there exist 12.5, 12.6, 12.7, or in a continuing series of data. This can be always find in whole numbers like 12 managers, 13 managers and so on. Now continuous data. Continuous data progress from one class to next without a break. Continuous data involve numerical measurements such as revenues of a company, amount of cloth produced in meters, weight of the output produced in grams. For example, specifications of height of a product is given by the client as 11 plus 0.3 mm, but the product is manufactured actually. The height can be anywhere between 11 to 11.30 in mm, such as 11.010, 11.020, 11.012, 11.021, etc. And all these values are in mm. So this kind of a data is known as continuous data. Now you will learn first the calculation of mean for individual series using direct method and shortcut method. Calculation of mean using direct method. The formula for calculation of the mean for individual data series is xi bar equal to sigma xi divided by n. So here xi bar is the average of the individual data series and sigma xi is the summation of the individual data and n is the number of data values. The steps for calculation are add all the values and obtain the total first, then divide this total by the number of observations. Here is a problem to calculate the average for individual data series. Below data shows the number of days during which the money was received against each invoice from the client. Now you need to calculate the average number of days to collect money against each invoice. So what is the number of average days for each invoice in which it is cleared. So the data shows here in the first row the invoice number, and in the second row the number of days in which the invoice cleared. The first invoice cleared in 50 days, second is in 60 days, third in 48 days, and fourth is in 44 days, and so on. So now how to calculate the average value? In the first column there is an invoice number, and in the second column the number of days, that is xi. Now sum up all these days and you find sigma xi is 757. Now put the values in the formula. The formula is xi bar is equal to sigma xi divided by n. So sigma xi is 757 here is, and the number of invoice is 15. The number of invoices are 15. So the average value is 50.47. Therefore, on an average, each invoice clears in about 50.47 days. So this is the average value. That is, each invoice clears in about 50.47 days. Now, the same problem can be solved with using shortcut method. What is the shortcut method? When the number of observations are large, the mean can be calculated by using shortcut method or assumed mean method. When deviations are taken from an assumed mean, the following formula is used. So in this case, you can use assumed mean. So xi bar, the formula is, this is the formula. The formula is xi bar equal to a plus sigma di divided by n, where di is equal to deviation of each xi from assumed mean. Di is the deviation, and which can be shown by di is equal to xi minus a. That is, di is the deviation of each xi from the assumed mean. A is the assumed mean. Now the same problem, where you need to calculate the average number of days for each invoice to clear. In the first column invoice number, and in the second column number of days xi, and in third column, in the second column you need to choose a assumed mean, and here the assumed mean is 52, and right here a is equal to 52. Then find the di is equal to xi minus a. So the di will be, for this first value, this is 52 minus 50 minus xi is the first xi is 50 minus 52. This comes as minus 2, and then 8, then minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, minus 28, and so on. Now find the sigma di. Sigma di is minus 23. Then what is the formula? The formula is xi bar is equal to a plus sigma di divided by n, and sigma di is minus 23. Right here replace sigma di by minus 23. N is 15. So when you calculate this, when you solve this, you will find 52 plus in bracket minus 1.53, and the answer will be 50.47. So the answer is the same as the direct method, that is, each invoice clears in 50.47 days. The only change is the methodology of calculation, and the answer will be same. Whichever method you have used, you will find the same answer. Now here you will learn how to calculate the mean for discrete series using direct method and shortcut method. The formula for direct method in case of discrete series, x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. So I have replaced the xi with x for the simplicity of calculation or understanding the formula, where f is the frequency of the data value, x is equal to any data value, and sigma f is the sum of the frequencies. Now what are the steps of calculation? Multiply the frequency with each data variable, find sigma fx, find the sum of frequencies sigma f, then divide the sigma fx by sigma f. This value is the required mean value. So how do you calculate? Here is a problem to understand better. The salary expenditure of an organization is given below in the table, and you need to find the average salary expenditure per employee. So in the first column, the designation of the employee, and in the second column, salary per month of the employee according to the designation, and in the third column, number of employee for particular designation available. So the manager is getting 10,000 per month, deputy manager is getting 8,000 per month, assistant manager is getting 7,000 per month, engineer is getting 6,000 per month, and worker is getting 5,000 per month. And the number of managers in the organization is are 2, deputy managers are 3, assistant managers are 4, engineers are 5, and total number of workers are 12. So you need to calculate the average salary expenditure per employee. So how would you calculate? First you need to arrange the data in this way. In the first column, designation of the employee, and in the second column, salary expenditure according to the designation, and in third column, number of employees. This is the frequency. The salary can be denoted by X, and the number of employees denoted by F. And in the fourth column, you will find the product of the second and third column, that is Fx. So the manager rank, the expenditure on the manager rank is 10,000 multiplied by 2 is 20,000, and the salary expenditure on the deputy manager rank is 24,000, and for assistant manager it is 28,000, and for engineer it is 30,000, and for workers it is 60,000. Therefore the sigma fx is 1,62,000, and the total number of employees are sigma f is equal to 26. Now the formula is sigma fx divided by sigma f. This is the formula. X bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. Now replace the sigma fx with 1,62,000 and sigma f by 26, and you will find that the average salary expenditure is 6,230.77. Hence the average salary expenditure per employee is rupees 6,230.77. So this way you can calculate the mean value for the discrete data series using direct method. Now shortcut method for the discrete data series, the formula is, here is the formula. Formula is X bar equal to A plus sigma FD divided by sigma F. Here A is the assumed mean, and the steps for calculation are: any one of the observation taken as assumed mean first, then take the deviation of each observation from assumed mean, which is D equal to X minus A. Multiply these deviations with the respective frequencies and find sigma FD. Then divide sigma FD by sigma F and add this value in assumed mean, which is A. This is the required mean value. Now how do you calculate? The same problem, the salary expenditure. Now you will calculate using the shortcut method. So in the first column, designation is there, and in the second column, salary denoted by X in second column, and in third column, the number of employees, which is denoted by F, and in fourth column, first in the second column, choose a assumed mean, which is 7,000. Here 7,000 is the assumed mean. Right here A is equal to 7,000. Then find the D. D is equal to X minus A. A is 7,000. Now find each D for X, for each X. So for this 10,000, the D is 10,000 minus 7,000, which is 3,000. then 8000 minus 7000, it is 1000, and then 0, then minus 1000 minus 1000 minus 2000. Then find the FD, the multiplication of column number 3 and column number 4. This is 2 multiplied by 3000, 6000, 3 into 1000, 3000, then 4 into 0, 0, 5 into minus 1000, minus 1000, minus 5000, and 12 into minus 2000 is minus 24,000. So sigma FD is minus 20,000 and sigma F is 26. Now the formula is x bar equal to A plus sigma FD divided by sigma F. Now A is 7000 and sigma FD is minus 20,000 right here. Then sigma F is 26. Then find the value. Minus 20,000 divided by 26, it is minus 769.23, and the total is 6230.77. Here the answer again is same as in the direct method. So the average salary expenditure per employee is rupees 6230.77. So this way you can calculate the mean for discrete data series using shortcut method. Now here you will learn how to calculate the mean for continuous series using direct method, shortcut method, and step deviation method. Now for direct method, the formula is x bar equal to sigma fm divided by sigma f, where m is the midpoint of the various classes. Here the continuous data series given in the class intervals, and f is, so you need to calculate the mid value of each class interval, and f is equal to frequency of corresponding class. Sigma f is equal to sum of the frequencies. Then the steps for calculation for the direct method is obtain the mid value of each class and denote it by m. Then multiply the mid value by the corresponding frequency and find the sigma fm. This value sigma fm, you need to find the sigma fm instead of sigma fx. You need to find the sigma fm, because first we need to find the mid value of each class. Then divide sigma fm by sigma f and find the required mean value. So how would you calculate the mean for a continuous series data using direct method? Here is an example. The sales data of a large engineering company is given below, and you need to calculate the average sales per day. So the sales data is here: 0 to 10 lakhs in 5 days, 10 to 20 lakhs in 4 days, 20 to 30 lakhs in 6 days, 30 to 40 lakhs in 3 days, and 40 to 50 lakhs in 2 days. So now you need to calculate the average sales per day. Average sale per day. The solution using direct method: first you need to arrange the data in this way. The sale is in first column. Find the midpoint of each class, and the midpoint is 0 to 10. Here the midpoint is 5. 10 to 20, here is the midpoint is 15. 20 to 30, here is the midpoint is 25. 30 to 40, here is the midpoint is 35. 40 to 50, here is the midpoint is 45. And the number of days given here in third column: 0 to 10, 5 days, 0 to 10 lakh sales in 5 days, 10 to 20 lakh in 4 days, 20 to 30 in 6 days, 30 to 40 in 3 days, 40 to 50 in 2 days. Now you need to find the product of the second column and third column. So here is the product: 5 into 5 is 25, 15 into 4 is 60, 25 into 6 is 150, 35 into 3 is 105, and 45 into 2 is 90. Now you need to find the sum of all these values. Sigma fm is equal to 430 and sigma f is equal to 20. So sigma x bar is equal to sigma fm divided by sigma f. Now sigma fm is 430 and sigma f is 20. So therefore x bar is equal to 21.5. Therefore the average sales per day is 21.5 lakhs rupees. So this way you can calculate the average, you can calculate the mean value using direct method for a continuous series data. Now how to calculate the mean using shortcut method? The formula for calculation for the continuous series using shortcut method is x bar is equal to a plus sigma fd divided by sigma f, where a is assumed mean, d is the deviation of the mid values from assumed mean, f is the frequency of corresponding class, sigma f is the sum of the frequencies. Now the steps for calculation are: first you need to obtain the mid value of each class and denote it by m. Then choose any value as an assumed mean in the mid values. Then take the deviation, which is d is equal to m minus a from the each mid value. Each deviation of each mid value from the assumed mean. Then multiply the mid value by the corresponding frequencies and find the sigma fd. Then divide sigma fd by sigma f and add into assumed mean and find the required mean value. So how would you calculate the mean value using shortcut method? Here you need to arrange the data. The same problem is here. First you need to arrange the data in this way. In the first column, the sales shown in the data shown as a class interval. Then you need to find the midpoint, and then you find the assumed mean. As here assumed mean is 25, a is equal to 25. You can choose any value as an assumed mean by your choice, but you need to find the deviation from the assumed mean for each mid value. So d is equal to m minus a. Here the deviation of 5 from assumed mean is minus 20, deviation of 15 from 25 is minus 10, and 0, then 10, then 20, and so on. Now the number of days are 5, 4, 6, 3, and 2. Now you need to find the fd. D is in third column, f is in fourth column. Now multiply the third and fourth column. Here is minus 100, minus 40, 0, 30, and 40. Now find the sigma fd. Sigma fd is minus 70, sigma f is 20. So x bar is equal to a plus sigma fd divided by sigma f. Replace the value of sigma fd, which is minus 70, then sigma f, which is 20. Now the x bar will come as 21.5. Therefore the average sales per day is rupees 21.5 lakhs, same as in direct method. So there is no change in the answer, but the only change in the methodology. This value this time you have calculated the average using shortcut method. Now step deviation method. The formula for step calculation is x bar equal to a plus sigma f d dash divided by sigma f multiplied by I. What is I? Here is the all description of each notation. A is assumed mean, t dash is equal to d divided by I. This is known as the step deviation. Step deviation means d, the deviation divided by the I. What is I? I is the width of the class intervals. So d is m minus a, that is deviation of each mid value from the assumed mean, and then it divided by I, width of the class interval. Then as you know that m is mid value of every class interval, I is the width of the class intervals, then f is the frequency of corresponding class, and sigma f is equal to sum of the frequencies. Now the steps for calculation are: find the mid value of every class interval, choose any mid value as assumed mean a, then calculate d is equal to m minus a, then calculate the step deviations. D dash is equal to d divided by I. I is the class width of the class interval. Then find sigma f d dash. divide sigma f d dash by sigma f, then multiply this value by I and add into assumed mean. This is the required mean value. How would you calculate? Here is the methodology. Here is the sales data in class intervals. Then find the midpoint. Then again choose the here the assumed mean is 25. Right here a is equal to 25. Then find the deviation. D is equal to m minus a. The division of 5 from a is minus 20. Division of 15 minus from a is minus 10, and so on. Then the step deviation d dash for minus 20, because I is 10. 10 minus 0 is 10. Width of the class interval is upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is 10, lower limit is 0. You can find the class width by this methodology. Upper limit here in this second class, upper limit is 20, lower limit is 10. So 20 minus 10 is 10. So you need to divide here by 10. M minus a divided by 10. So minus 20 divided by 10 is minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10 is minus 1. 0, 1, 2, and so on. Now the number of days f are given in this column: 5, 4, 6, 3, and 2. These frequencies are already given in the problem. Now find the f d dash. So f is here in the fifth column, and d dash is in the fourth column. Multiply the fourth and fifth column, you will find f d dash. Minus 2 into 5 minus 10, minus 1 into 4 minus 4, and so on. Now find the sum of all these numbers. Sigma f d dash is equal to minus 7. Now put the values, the sigma f d dash and sigma f a and I, in this formula. So a is 25, sigma f d dash is minus 7, sigma f is 20, and I is 10. Therefore the x bar is equal to 21.5. Therefore the average sales per day is rupees 21.5 lakhs, same as in the direct method. So therefore there is no change in the answer. The answer is always be same. The only change in the methodology. So in this way you have learned how would you calculate the mean value for the continuous series data using direct method, shortcut method, and step deviation method. So here is a recap. Direct method for calculating mean for individual series is xi bar is equal to sigma xi divided by n, where xi is any individual value, n is the number of data values. Shortcut method for calculating mean for individual series is xi bar is equal to a plus sigma di divided by n. Di is the deviation of each individual value from assumed mean. A is the assumed mean and n is the number of data values. Now direct method for calculating mean for discrete series, x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. Fx, x is any value of the data, f is the frequency of that particular data value. So sigma fx, the sum of the multiplication of f into frequency and the data value, and the sigma f is the frequency, sum of the frequencies. Then shortcut method for calculating mean for discrete series, x bar is equal to a plus sigma fd divided by sigma f. D is the deviation of each individual data value from the assumed mean. A is the assumed mean. Sigma fd divided by sigma f. Sigma f is the sum of the frequencies. And the direct method for calculating mean for continuous series is x bar is equal to sigma fm divided by sigma f. M is the mid value of each class interval. F is the frequency of the class interval, corresponding class interval. Then sigma f is the sum of the frequencies. A shortcut method for calculating mean for continuous series. This is x bar is equal to a plus sigma fd. D is the deviation of each mid value from the assumed mean. and f the corresponding frequency of each class interval, then sigma f is the sum of the frequencies. The step deviation method for calculating mean for continuous series, x bar is equal to a plus sigma f d dash divided by sigma f. D dash is the step deviation, and f is the frequency of each class interval, a is the assumed mean, and sigma f is the sum of the frequencies, I is the width of the class interval. So I hope you have enjoyed learning about calculation of mean for individual data series, discrete data series, and continuous data series. So if you like this video, then put a like on this video, and share this video with your friends and colleagues so that they can learn about the calculation of mean for individual, discrete, and continuous series. And do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel Shake Hand with Life. And thanks for having stay with me. Have a nice day.